Feeling overwhelmed in the garden? Well, I need to weed the garden beds again, prune the euonymus, all of them, 4 different varieties, prune the winter heath, prune the boxwoods, there's a lot of them to do, prune the red tip photinia trees, and finish pruning the Japanese hellerii shrubs. And then I have to clean up the side yard, clean up some remaining leaf piles from winter in the backyard, and remove some dead plants and replace them with happier plants. And speaking of plants, I have a lot of planting to do. I purchased more drift roses, more hellebores, more ajugas, and pink bluebeard, which sounds odd, but isn't, and another firelight hydrangea, a few more geums in a different variety, another Amsonia stormcloud, and some cardinal lobelia in a gorgeous deep rose color. Plus, I still have more plants on order. And I didn't even get to buy any annuals yet. Oh, and we've got a big arborvitae to plant, plus more red tip photinias. And these carex sedge grasses will finally get a home this year, and I still have to prune them too. But then I'll need to weed all over again. And I've seen a few rabbits again. I'm on high alert. And finally, will I ever find a time that works for both me and Mother Nature so I can order mulch in bulk to put down on all of the flower beds in the front yard? That's going to take at least 2 days for me. So are you feeling overwhelmed like me in the garden? I'm Laura from Garden Sanity, and yeah, I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, but I'm here to tell you what I'm doing about it, and hopefully this can help you too. I've been trying to cooperate with Mother Nature, but she's not cooperating with me this spring. We've had so much rain, it's put me way behind in doing a lot of my gardening chores. And on top of that, when we didn't have rain, we had a couple days of extremely high winds, which makes it really impossible if you're trying to prune a shrub just so, but the whole shrub is blowing this way. It doesn't really work. And on top of that, last weekend, we had heat indices of 107 degrees, so that wasn't happening. So my project list that I rattled off in the beginning of the video is really long, and I feel like time's getting really short to get everything done. And especially this past weekend when I was stuck inside, I just began to feel overwhelmed looking outside, thinking of everything I needed to do. So the first thing I started thinking about is wants versus needs. For example, I want to plant annuals. I can't wait to buy annuals and plant them. I need to do a lot of pruning. When you look at your wants and needs, it helps to prioritize. But then you start thinking everything is a priority. I need to prune all the things. What am I supposed to do? So I'm making lists, and even though I'm making lists, I'm only going moment by moment, not even one day at a time. It's literally one moment at a time, or one project at a time. For example, earlier this week, you watched me begin to clean up the gravel backyard for the season. It's an annual chore. It isn't necessarily fun, but it needs to be done. So that's what I chose to do first from my long list. Having a clean yard to look out on from the house, it makes things feel more organized, and it helps me see what else I need to tackle in the garden beds. So while each task is important and everything seems like a priority, the truth is my shrubs aren't going to die if I don't prune them right away. Yes, I need to prune them, but if I wait a day or two while I'm tackling something else, that's okay. So making lists is a good idea, and there's actually 2 types of lists you can make. So the first way to make your list is by topic, such as, for me, pruning all of the boxwoods in both my front yard, backyard, and side yard. Or you can make your list by garden bed. For example, in this bed here in the backyard, I need to remove these heath plants and replace them with popcorn drift roses. I have to prune the euonymus shrubs, and I'm still not sure what I'm going to do about this lavender. I should have pruned it already. Time got away from me, and they're starting to put out flower buds. I'm still debating whether to prune them now or wait until later in the season. So that's my immediate list for this bed. And there might be a longer term list you make for your garden beds as well. Again, using this bed as the example, I'll need to cut back all of the daffodil and allium foliage once it's time they've yellowed and died. I want to prune up my gorgeous boulevard cypress to make sure it continues to grow the way I want it to. But these things can wait a bit to tackle. Other long-term projects I want to tackle now? Removing these grasses in the front yard center bed, and pick out a new selection of suitable plants instead. And I want to add a new garden bed to the backyard, figuring out the shape, choosing plants, and so on. So which type of list do I make? Actually, I do both. I do tend to lean more towards making lists plant by plant, and that's because in some cases I will have the same type of plant. For example, arborvitaes. I've got those all over in the front and the back. It's easier sometimes to just tackle those all at once. Boxwoods are another good example. I seem to have boxwoods everywhere. So when it comes time for me to prune boxwoods, and it will be soon, I'm just going to declare it National Pruning Boxwood Day, and I'm going to have at it. And I think I'll feel a lot of good success after I finish that project. But tackling one garden bed at a time also is a good way to tackle your projects. And I've done that in the past. Last year I spent one day and cleaned up the backyard garden bed by the limelight hydrangea tree. And it was really nice to come inside and look outside and just see how beautiful that bed looked, while also reminding myself, don't look at anywhere else in the garden just yet. I'll get to those beds in due time. It's a nice way to make yourself feel good when you can feel a little bit overwhelmed. And finally, regarding the want list. When it comes to something like buying annuals, I'm going to use that as a treat. I'm going to get a few projects done, and then I'm going to take myself to the nursery and I'm going to play. And I'm going to hopefully find the annuals that I want to fill in the spots that I want to fill in, but I'm going to use it as a treat. It's going to be so nice to bring those plants home and then add them to the pile of plants I have to do and add them to another list. The cycle renews, doesn't it? And yes, I'll be filming everything I rattled off in the beginning of the video. Well, most everything in the coming weeks. So now you have a sneak peek of what's coming up on Garden Sanity. And I hope this has helped you like it's helped me. It's helped me to feel not so overwhelmed, and sometimes it's good just to talk things through. So thanks for listening. Until next time, happy gardening.